Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you like nervous for like your life?
No.
When you meet like a complete stranger that you met on a dating app online?
No.
Why not?
Because I could kill them if I needed to.
How?
You could kill him?
How would I have killed you?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Tell me how you would have killed me.
That most genuinely American of all watercraft, the canoe.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 17 of Canoecast. I'm your host, Jack, with my buddy Matt here.
Hello, what's up?
Hey, Matt. How's it going?
Hey, what's up?
Just hanging in there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was just talking to you before we started this. I wanted to save this for the podcast. We were talking about like car accidents and just like cars in general, like fixing them and shit. My car's in the shop right now. I'm bringing it to the shop tomorrow. By the time this podcast airs, it might be out already.
Damn.
Whatever, but that's besides the point. But car accidents, cars in general. I was driving a car that I no longer own. It was a hand-me-down from my uncle, and I backed into another car in my driveway really slow. I just put it in reverse, Terry, and wasn't looking behind me, and there's a car parked right behind my ass.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
Did you drive away without notifying the other driver?
No, it was my own family's car. I did a little
Oh.
fender bender in the driveway.
Oh.
So luckily the insurance didn't go up, but yeah, it was so stupid. I like went inside and I was like, I just backed a car into another car. I didn't like break a headlight or anything. It was just a couple trading paint scratches, but
It sounds... One of my roommates, he permanently fucked up his trunk. You know, like the boat, like, hoods on the back of the car, like the little... Like, it looks like an 8-ball.
yeah.
Yeah, so he had one of those on, like, a tiny fucking car, right? And he was...
For like bringing stuff to school.
No, I think because there was a hand-me-down car, and the person who gave it to him used to use it for like small boats,
Yeah.
and he has a boat at his house, and apparently when he was trying to connect the boat, he went too far, and the fucking boat dented his trunk, so it was like always arching like upwards a little bit, so it was always like a tiny bit open, like the
Oh,
corners are just like open.
And there's like a V-shaped dent like in the center.
Yeah.
of it.
It
That's
was really
pretty funny.
funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't have any stories like that. I mean, I always bang my head on the trunk because I'm too fucking tall.
You're too tall.
Yeah, when I like help take the groceries inside, I always try and grab a bunch of shit, and then I swing my head up too fast and bash it right into the top of the trunk.
Speaking of backing up and doing stupid shit, you know those poles like in between parking spots when you park at like a Walmart?
Yeah.
I fucking backed up and I turned too much and I scratched the front of my car at one point. And this lady was just sitting there with bags, like as an anonymous viewer, going, "Oh my god, are you okay?" I'm like, "Lady, it's fine." It's like, "I'm so sorry this happened to you." Like this lady's night at Walmart was just made. It's like I've had the most exciting day. I watched somebody scratch the front of their car. My adrenaline's been pumping for 2 hours. Like, this lady was going off just watching me fuck up my car.
Doesn't get out much, I guess.
Yeah.
So a lot's happened since our last podcast.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
We had a little bit of a week off. We had the interview with John that we recorded like 3 weeks ago now, pretty much. So a lot's happened.
I thought it's 2 weeks.
It was the week before my comedy show. We were talking about my comedy show, and that happened. And it's been we haven't talked about that since.
A lot of stuff has happened. Yeah, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about that. What'd you think, dude?
Of your comedy?
Yeah.
It was good. Some of your jokes you ended short, though.
It's my first time.
Exactly. That's why it wasn't even that big. You got laughs, though.
I did. I was
Got
so
laughs.
surprised.
Yeah.
The biggest rouse of applause, though, was in the beginning when I was like, yes, my first time.
Yeah.
And everybody was like going crazy. I was like, damn, hopefully I get another like laugh at least.
You just like... You're taking another hit of heroin. Like, I need one more laugh before getting off this stage.
I really had like an out-of-body experience. Like, I felt the imposter syndrome where it's like, I'm not... I didn't even think... Yeah, like when you do something and you don't even think it's you. You ever get that where like you do something, it's like, wow, I just did that. Like that doesn't even seem real.
Like in like a sense where like that's not something I normally do, but now I know I can do it, or like that's something that somebody else entirely would do.
Well, I mean, a little bit. I guess a little bit of both, but like, I felt like I can't do it as good as I did it last time, even though I know like the more you do it, the more you practice, the better you get. But I got laughs, so I'm like, do I just stop because I already got laughs?
Yeah.
But I want to do it again, and I am doing it again. So I'm gonna announce that I'm doing it October 1st.
Yeah, get Tom out there this time.
Yeah,
if
get a
Tom
couple-
and Goon laugh, the whole fucking place will laugh.
They wait, didn't Goon laugh did he laugh the last time?
I know, but well, that's what. Imagine him and Tom both because they can like their laughs are so contagious.
Tom's laugh is contagious as hell. Tom makes me laugh just over anything. Like if he's laughing, I'm laughing. I love that guy's laugh.
Half the time I laugh and don't even ask why. I don't even know. It's just happening.
So yeah, I'm
sorry. This is for me. But how did it feel like when you landed that first joke and people started laughing?
when I landed the first joke.
Yeah.
When I landed the first joke and people were laughing, I think it was I was doing some sort of joke about being like in like it was about my family, right? I started
About
with,
being like the middle child or
yeah,
something?
no, like the firstborn. Like I was doing a lot of like
Yeah.
firstborn comedy and like comedy about my family, and because I think like my family dynamic's pretty funny in general, so that's what I was going with. I was like, wow, people actually think this is funny. Like I think it was funny because I laugh at it. I don't think I can laugh at it every time, and I was just trying to be genuine. But like I was just, man, this is awesome. Like thinking in my head, like I can't believe I'm doing this. Like this is the craziest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on a stage and I'm telling people things that I found funny about myself and my family, and like trying to make them funny too. And man, it was great. I think that I was playing more to the crowd because it felt like there were more families there and like people going with like family members, even if they weren't like bringing like an uncle or an aunt or something or whatever.
Definitely had the vibe of families.
But-
and like coworkers. Like that
Yeah.
1/6, you had
Yeah.
like a family. It was like the whole table was just all coworkers.
So you said you had a couple things that you wrote down when you
Oh
were
yes,
a little bit baked.
yes. So
Speaking of getting high, you said you
I do. I have a disposable. I bought it by accident. I wanted cartridges for my actual pen, reusable, because I like nature.
but
and
you bought a
stuff.
disposable.
But
one
I accidentally
instead.
bought disposable one. It's really cool. Like the tip lights up and everything. It's really
Okay.
nice. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's really cool. But yeah, so I fucking, vacation and everything and access to weed and it's legal. So I just went on a binge and looked stuff up. And,
Well, let's clue them in. So you were supposed to go on this European vacation.
yes, I was supposed to go on vacation for 2 weeks, but that got canceled due to my new number 2 enemy, the Netherlands. Number 1 is Canada. But I'm still an enemy of the state of Canada for 4 years.
Is it the Netherlands' fault or is it COVID's fault? Is your true enemy COVID?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
So
Because the Netherlands changed their policy but guess what? Some of the other countries didn't. So,
really?
yeah, exactly.
So could you have just gone to the other ones and not the Netherlands?
Mhm.
But you decided not to.
Well, because there was a 3-city trip. It was connected.
So it
all
would
of
have just
them.
been 2?
Yeah.
Could they not like transfer your one city to another?
I don't think so.
Dang. But did you like look into that? Or you just kind of gave up?
I kind of gave up. I'm
But
like,
you got the voucher back, right? Like you can go again like,
Yeah.
another time.
Yeah, I got the voucher.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So are you gonna try and do it like again with like your cousin like you wanted to? Or
I think I kind of want a refund, honestly, because I want the money so I could do a different trip, because their trips are like 3 days in a city. I want to do like 2 weeks in a city, I feel
Yeah.
like you could spend an entire day in a museum.
at least a week in a city.
Yeah, well, you could like, if you go to one art museum, you could spend an entire day. Then it's like, well, I have 1 day left, It's like, well, how much other shit do you want to look at?
When I studied abroad we're getting way off topic with the thing, but like when I studied abroad in
Ireland?
Ireland
Yeah.
and I went to England, I went to Scotland, certain cities like we spent 4 weeks out of the 12. I think it was 12 that I was staying. I think I was there for like 3 months. Yeah, 12 weeks. We spent 4 weeks in Dublin, and there was so much to do.
Yeah,
It was so much
exactly.
fun. Like I don't have the money that I do now when I was like a broke college student to do as many things as I want to, but things were included. Like we were constantly doing things, we were constantly seeing things, like, and you could take the train, go to other cities from Dublin that are really close by that you can't get to, like not major cities, like side cities that were really beautiful. But yeah, smaller cities, you could go theoretically to a country like Spain or Portugal or wherever and go to like the capital of like Lisbon, like in Portugal, and then go to like a smaller city nearby during that week or two that you would spend in that city and do the same things and experience shit.
Well, that's the other issue, that it wasn't small cities either. It was big, so it was like Paris, London, Rome. You know,
You're
like
not going
those
to be
are-
able to see Paris in 3 days. Like you're going to need so much more time. Like
Yeah,
you could spend
exactly.
3 days going to like the best like restaurants that you can go to.
Mm-hmm.
And the Eiffel Tower. You got to go to the Eiffel Tower.
I could spend
There's
3 days lost in the Queen's Palace. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure. And, you know, all the awesome parks and beautiful architecture, like,
Yeah.
just get lost.
Exactly.
And you got to get a moped.
You got to see. I like the idea that you live in the city for 2 weeks. Like, you know, you
Yeah.
live in the like you're eating their food. Like you're not leaving
By
to
the
go to a
end-
new city.
You're trying to speak French. You're like, I want to be one of you.
Yeah.
You might not want to come back.
Yeah.
Maybe it's bad to be in a city for 2 weeks. You'll just be like, man, I fucking love it here.
But see,
I
well,
loved Europe.
I work remotely, so I get to be like, all right, see you guys later. I'm gonna work out of Europe. You know,
That would be awesome.
just leave.
Yeah, why not? You totally could do it because you're like fully remote. Have you thought about leaving New York to try a different place?
100%.
What's your
100%.
give me top three.
All right, so I actually talked to my boss about this because when I first moved into my company, we have a branch in England. I'm like, yo, is there a possibility I can work in England? It's like, yeah, if you get a little bit more experience and a job opens up, you could definitely work in England. We could transfer you over. I'm like, all right, sick. But now,
What is it in London? That's like the capital there.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. So London would
Love
be,
London. I've been there for a week. It
would
was
be
awesome.
sick.
Yeah.
But now we have Switzerland now too,
Cool.
and also Sweden.
Whoa.
So I'm like,
Sweden's cool.
exactly.
Stockholm.
Oh yeah. So like one of those three probably. One of my big three.
So they're all European countries.
Yeah.
What about like another state? Because we know our buddy Ryan, who I think actually listens to the podcast, right?
He does, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Ryan. I love you, dude.
He
I
loves
haven't-
getting called. Wait, he messages me when I call him out, so you have to say, yeah, Ryan.
Shout out, dude. We love you.
He's living in Texas now.
Yeah, he's in Texas,
Well, he was in California.
California, and Texas. Like that's awesome.
Yeah. I love California. California
Yeah.
is sick.
California's cool. It's got a lot to offer.
It's
very
got a
close,
lot of
dude.
homeless men.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could spend 2 weeks just traveling all to like the homeless places.
You spend an entire lifetime, and you would not shake the hand of every homeless person in LA.
Really?
For I don't
How many do you think? Do we have a number?
There's a
How
lot.
long's a handshake? I want to know how long it would take to shake every homeless person.
Dude, last time I went to LA, it was during you remember the riots with teachers down in California?
No, of like teachers unions or something.
Yeah. Because they went I think they riot, but every street corner was just covered in teachers with city posters, just rioting.
So I'm looking up here that the homeless population in California, this doesn't even sound right. 161,000 people.
I feel like it's higher, right?
It's got to be higher.
That's
And
probably
How long's a handshake?
that's just the boardwalk, baby.
That's just the boardwalk.
That's just the boardwalk. 160,000 homeless. That's just the boardwalk.
A
Baby.
handshake lasts 2 to 3 seconds. So that's like, what is that? Like 400,000 seconds? That's a lot.
What? Wait.
I was saying
Okay,
like you
yeah,
were
yeah,
saying
okay,
like
yeah,
shaking
yeah.
everyone's hand. Like
That is a lot of seconds.
now I'm doing the math and then divide that by 60. That's 8,000 minutes.
And divided by 60 to get hours.
Yeah, so then
And then divide that by
8
24 to
yeah,
get days.
divide that by 24 to get days.
And divide that
That's
by
335
365
days. That's almost an entire year.
Wow.
It would take you almost a whole year. It'd take you 11 months.
It would take you a whole year to shake the hand of every homeless person on the pier. All 160,000 of them.
That was really interesting to me for no reason. I just
Yeah.
really wanted to know that.
That's what. Hey man, looking stuff up. I looked up bees. I was
Looked
on
up
a
bees?
bees. Yeah. I was
Okay,
on a bee
yeah, we'll get
tangent.
back to looking shit up while you were high. You
Yeah.
looked up
So
bees.
I looked up bees. Yeah, dude. That's it. If they go extinct,
We're fucked, right?
we're fucked. We don't have. All right. We don't have coffee. We don't have chocolate. It's like what? It's not even worth living anymore, man. Those are like the two things.
Those are the two things you're worried
It's
about.
over. Well, because think about it, like what? Also, fruits like bananas would go. I think. Like, look up what goes with fucking bees. You have the computer. I
What
can look
goes
it
with
up.
bees? I
Yeah,
thought you
once
looked it
bees
up.
died. I did. I looked up a lot into it.
Yeah. So why is that the case? Aren't there like other things like birds? Can't we get birds to do it?
No.
Smaller bugs.
No, because of the pollination process that only bees do. But so this is where my thought process got weird because I was high. But I was thinking that caffeine is the most heavily overused drug in the world.
Yeah.
All right, now hear me out. We use caffeine every day in the morning for coffee, right?
Yes.
Now if the bees go extinct, we don't have any more coffee. However, I looked up if bees affect the cocaine plant. And
Okay.
they don't.
They don't.
So I'm thinking, in 20 years, we're not going to be drinking coffee. We're going to be taking cocaine every morning to get out of bed.
But okay, all right. I see your logic. I like
Yeah,
it.
You like it?
Yeah, that's
Because we won't
funny.
have coffee.
Yeah, so we'll all be doing blow in the morning when we wake up.
Yeah, we'll be like chewing cocaine leaves like in the morning, like in bed. Like it'll just be on the nightstand.
That,
We'll have
like,
packets of it.
Time is in a circle, and like that would be the perfect like. People used to do that.
Yeah, the warriors used to do it. They'd go to battle just high on cocaine. It's fucking. I feel so much energy.
Like imagine the coffee break at work. You were just like chewing a fucking cocaine leaf instead.
You're just taking a bump in the bathroom. guys, I gotta take my coffee break.
Why's the fucking toilet seat up, man? I'm sick of this.
That's the nicest part of the bathroom is now the seat, like the top cover for where you do cocaine off of.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That's the future. It's gonna happen.
But you don't think that they can just have like don't they make things now in like
Labs?
warehouses and like labs? Like couldn't they just make them cross pollinate through like a lab?
I
You don't have to get too scientific, but like that's definitely happening right now, right? So
yeah,
can't
but
we just cut out the middleman? Like can't bees just be like nature's like thing and not like our slaves? Bees
nature's
are
things and not our slaves.
bees are like natural slaves. Like we use them all the time for like our benefit, but we're not paying bees.
Okay,
Bees are slave labor.
like chickens and cows.
Yes, animals are essentially like
Slave labor.
slave labor.
Like socks and.
But you
tuna.
kill them.
Yeah.
I mean, slaves are definitely killed.
Well, yeah, we kill slaves too.
Yeah, I know. Have you? Okay, I don't want to get too.
Have I killed a slave?
No.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Matt confirmed on the podcast has killed a slave. No, I was gonna say, did you hear about that Gabby girl?
Gabby
That's so sad.
Petito or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard about her?
Yeah.
This is a really sad podcast, talking about a lot of sad things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the dying of like bees
Mm-hmm.
and eating cocaine. But yeah, like her body was discovered in
Mhm.
national parks, and that makes me like think that this guy who I work with who visits national parks like
Is gonna die.
also going to be a serial killer and like kill
Oh.
people. So I just want to warn him, and I want to warn his girlfriend that he could possibly be a serial killer one day. So she should just watch her back.
Yep. This is why you get on everybody's good side when you first meet them, so that in case they are a serial killer, you're not on the hit list.
Isn't it crazy how like when you date someone you like go to like public places so that you don't like kill them immediately? Like I'm not saying like in my mind
What?
I'm worried. No, listen, that came out wrong. But like I'm thinking
You
like
don't- so you don't kill
I'm a
them?
big guy, right?
Okay.
And when I walk down the street, people like go to the other side of the street sometimes because I'm just like a big like menacing person. But I'm like I'm a nice person, right? I like to think I
Yeah,
am.
nice guy.
And like but I'm just big. I'm like larger than more people. So if you're smaller than me, you would just walk to the side of the street. Whatever. So if I'm meeting a person on a date that I've never met before,
Yeah.
then they would be worried that I would kill them because I'm big. But I'm not going to because I'm a nice person. This is making sense in my head, okay?
Yeah, but you said what you think you're gonna kill. Like you think I'm gonna.
But
kill
I don't want to
them.
kill people. I'm just saying other people might be afraid of my like presence, so they would want to be in a public place. Like you don't are your first dates like never like, oh, come over to my house and I'll cook you a meal, because they could just have a fucking room with like a bunch of knives in it.
No.
You got to feel them out.
But I feel like if you let people know, like, hey, I'm going to this random person's house. If I don't come back, they killed me.
Yeah, but you're dead already. Don't you like? You need more precautions than that.
We're all gonna die.
We put a lot of trust in when we're dating in like a complete stranger immediately. Like within a couple instances of just texting them, we're willing to go to a public place with them. And we're not worried about being like embarrassed or like, like we're putting a lot of like trust in other people.
Yeah.
I was thinking because like I use dating apps and like you were just telling me like you were using dating apps again. So like were you ever worried when you were like meeting someone for the first time that they were gonna be like not who they are, like they're like a catfish or like
That they'd kill me?
yeah, that they would like hurt you or something?
Not really.
No?
Yeah.
Do you think that other women were like worried?
I feel
Like
like
they were,
women
like-
are more worried about it than we are.
For
right?
sure. No, I'm just saying like
100%.
but you could be like a bitch boy.
Men
and,
are
like,
disgusting.
True.
We're pigs.
Yeah.
All right, now,
I think Jamie's here. Jamie. What? Come here. I need you to weigh in on something.
wait, so now, what meal would you be willing to go
No, come on. No, come on. Keep talking.
go to a girl's house and die for, though? Like,
What meal would I be
because
willing-
you think, like, I like your idea that if you go to a house, you're willing to die. Like, the stakes, they're higher, You're not,
They are.
You're not going to eat meal at Applebee's. You're going to eat, but the chance of dying is now on the table,
Yeah. Like it's there. But like okay.
So now, what meal would
Favorite
it have to
meal?
be for you to maybe go to a girl's house alone and
just
die?
like chicken parm, man.
Chicken parm?
Yeah, chicken parm.
If she uses the word shuffle, I'm over.
If she uses the word truffle,
I'm
if she's
over.
able to cook anything with truffle, like it's game over.
Game over?
Can you start making shit with truffle?
He'd
Alright,
be
come here,
willing to
come here. We
die
have a
for
question.
that. You
Do
could kill
not
him.
crinkle those gummies next to the mic. But all right, put those down. Put them down. Oh my god. All right.
It's like,
I can we could probably pick it up. Okay, ready? So I have a question. Speaking of the mic, when I ask you this, we were talking about when you go on dates with people, right? You put a lot of trust in a complete stranger when you meet them for the first time. Like when you're using a dating app and you meet somebody in a public place, you want to start with the public place because you don't want them to murder you. Were you worried that like when we went on our first date that I was like a murderer?
he's a big
No.
guy.
Why weren't you worried about that? I feel like women are like a little bit more nervous about going on first dates with like guys than
What was the question again?
when
Why wasn't I nervous?
yeah,
Yeah.
Were you like nervous for like your life
No.
when you meet like a complete stranger that you met on a dating app online?
No.
Why not?
Because I could kill them if I needed to.
You
How?
could kill him?
How would I have killed you?
No, I mean
Yeah.
yeah. Tell me how you would have killed me. Did you have any backup? Because you said you texted your friend before, right? That you were meeting me.
Are you
Yeah.
packing?
Did I what?
Are you packing?
She's not
What does that
packing.
mean?
Are you
Like-
pack
like
like
a
a
gun.
gun? You got a Glock? A heater?
Do you have a gun?
No.
Just ready to shoot him?
Did you have pepper spray when you met me for the first time?
No.
What'd
How would
have?
you
How would
stop
you?
it?
We were in a public place. What were you gonna do?
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, would you have been nervous if I like if I was like, oh, come over to my house?
I would have said no, you weirdo.
Okay.
What if you
so-
lived in a mansion?
Yeah. What if I lived in a nice house?
I would have been like, let me bring my security guard with me.
Yeah, but you don't have one.
Well, I would get one.
Speaking of the microphone when you're
Well, I would get one.
that's mean. That's
Now-
yelling at them.
Okay.
Would-
Is that it?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to like so you weren't scared because you were in a
People
public.
are that crazy that they want a boyfriend or girlfriend that they'll risk their life.
Why?
That's the moral of the story.
Why?
Depends on what they're cooking. For me, at least.
Yeah, like what? Like what would I have done to make it you
It's a
feel?
rule of thumb to meet in a public place.
No.
People on a date.
But if we're going on a first date, what would I have done to get you to go on a first date with me? And it would not be in public. It would be in private.
What would make the
Like
one-on-one
what's
at his
like the
house?
vetting process?
You did that
No, I didn't. We
Yeah, you
went
did.
to a public place for our first date.
for our first date, but like the fourth date.
The
Yeah, but
fourth
that's
date.
the fourth
That's
one.
It might have been
nothing.
the third. Actually, it was the third.
The third.
The third date.
Oh, you did. On his bed and everything.
Oh my!
On your.
I'm being roasted. So,
what?
but what's the vetting process if like you would have went on a first date with me and it not be in a public place?
I don't do
Well, I guess what would be the bare minimum?
Yeah, what would be the bare minimum? What would I have had to do?
Like, what if he was?
Jamie?
What if he?
Pay you?
What if he picked you up in like a Ferrari and then
No.
drove you to like
No.
a nice mansion? No.
I
No.
wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do
You're not
that.
supposed to go on
So
dates
it's
with
just
Jamie
standards.
What if it was like CeeLo Green or something?
What
Somebody
if
who
it
could
was a
never
famous
harm you.
person? Like, what if you knew them,
I
but they
don't
were
wanna
like,
be catfished.
no, like a real famous person.
Yeah.
like Harry Styles.
That's
or
still a
something.
bare minimum. Yeah.
Or The Rock, Dwayne The Rock
If you wanna
Johnson.
date me, I wouldn't question that.
What if it was Celine Dion?
She's
I
not.
would
She's
date
not.
women.
Yeah, she's not a lesbian. So
Okay.
I might not go for that. I don't know. I feel like there's something here.
There's
All right, but
something
Matt.
here?
Matt said he re-downloaded Bumble.
I did.
He's trying to be on the dating apps again.
I am. Yeah. I need to change some of the pictures. I still have some from like middle school. I'm 24.
Do you want to take some pictures of Matt? You're a good photographer.
Not right now.
No, not right now.
Yeah, that's
Get your
crazy.
makeup and hair done. And ready
Yeah.
to take pictures.
Get your makeup.
My makeup
Well,
and
you know,
hair.
like I don't mean like makeup. I mean like makeup. Like
Alright, darling. I don't know what skin tone I am. I haven't gone to this store in a long time. The skin shade. I don't know.
We should go to the insane asylum together. Are we gonna go? Are we ever gonna go? Didn't we
yeah?
say we're gonna do that?
We did.
We could do the pod. Dude, we need to start doing the
TikToks?
TikTok podcast. I have iPhone 11 Pro Max.
Oh, you
now.
got the new phone.
Yeah, I got the new phone, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, for free.
just shit on all of us that have old phones.
Yeah,
Dude,
sorry.
my phone is so bad now with Google. It
Really?
Sucks, yeah.
Dang. Well, I got a new phone. We can start doing the TikTok shit whenever. So, I posted one TikTok on my stand up, but it got like 500 views. I'm not I didn't get too much.
Dude, I need like a new phone so bad. It's like all the jokes of comedians where they're like, porn in my day would buffer for like 10 minutes. I'm waiting like 10 minutes for like a Wikipedia ad to just slowly
Oh my God.
buffer it down. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I want to die.
We had a pretty crazy podcast today. Jamie joined us for the last couple minutes of it, and we talked about a couple crazy things. Did you have anything else that you looked up while you were high?
One of the things is just labeled as Hasselhoff. I'll leave that for another day.
What about a Hasselhoff?
Alright, thanks for listening, everybody. This is episode 17 of Canoecast. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for listening, everybody.
More content coming soon.
That most genuinely American of all watercraft, the canoe.